Hello and welcome to Scoop News Group's series on the new business of government. I'm Jake Williams. We're here with Al Short. He's the CIO for the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, or DC Metro. Al, how are you doing today?
Just great. How are you doing?
I'm doing super well. So Al, agencies have more data than ever before.
Right.
How easy or hard is it for these decision makers to get to and to make sense of that data?
Well, they run into a lot of difficulties because, first of all, in today's world, we've set up these business intelligence systems, got all this technology there to help them with analyzing what's going on in the authority. But what we find is that they're almost overwhelmed because there is so much, and at the same time, it's not necessarily put into the right kind of packages for them to be able to work with it. So one of the things that we've been working on is a framework So for like the chief operating officer, he has a dashboard and a set of information that matches up for him. The Metropolitan Transit Police Department, they have their own dashboard, and we try to provide that sort of information. And of course, they can all vector down and drill down, and so you have that business intelligence capability there to make sure that if I'm talking about this set of numbers and on-time performance over here for this month, it matches up what I'm looking at over here from that perspective. So that's the biggest part of it right now is to try to provide some sort of framework to move through with the data.
Sure. And what are some of the challenges that your agency faces in executing, planning, and budgeting and forecasting some of these activities?
Well, as you can imagine, something on the size of the authority, we have so many issues that occur on a daily basis, right? There's events that we have to deal with, and so there's often the matter of management attention and focus. And so you could spend your entire day dealing with the fire of the moment and never get to raising your eyes to the horizon to see what's really going on from an authority perspective. So this is the reason why we've talked about this framework and tried to put these frameworks in place to be able to provide that sort of drill down capability. Oh, why was this particular bus or train on time for this period? Because this individual had a question or concern about it. But at the same time, trying to say, okay, how do we look at things in the aggregate, and how do we look at things from the standpoint of when a disruption occurs, how does that trickle out and affect the rest of the network?
And can you talk a little bit more about how your agency is helping managers make more data-driven decisions around budget allocation, mission readiness, and program services to your core customers?
Sure. So the Office of Performance Management, which is under the Chief Operating Officer's organization, we've been partnering with them to really put together these dashboards that we've talked about in these frameworks. But as part of that, really trying to take the next step down and talking with the next level of management team, the senior managers rather than the leadership, and say, okay, your leadership is looking at this information. You need to see obviously what they're seeing, so when they ask you questions about it, but at the same time, what are the other sorts of sources of data and things that are important from you from a moving parts perspective to be able to bring that information in.
That's great. And last question, how is your agency working to put data into the hands of more decision makers to make those day-to-day decisions and not just in the hands of analysts or senior management, kind of what you were just saying?
Well, there's a step below that because as you can well imagine, we have a lot of people that are in the field working, whether we're talking about from the standpoint of buses in the field or trains in the field, people walking the tracks, doing inspections and that sort of thing. And so we're starting to provide them with those kinds of devices rather than the old clipboard and piece of paper. We're going to provide them with a tablet that's enabled into the system so they can say, oh, we see this issue on the track right here. Let's put that information in. And at the same time, give them the access to the business intelligence tools that the leadership is looking at a high level, but drilled down and supporting at their particular level. So rather than say an entire department's worth of information, maybe it's that line manager's immediate reports and his particular area of expertise or importance in conjunction with those tactical tools that they need to do their job.
That's great. Well, thanks, Al. Thanks for being with us today.
You're very welcome. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
For more information on the new business of government, check out Scoop News Group's news websites. I'm Jake Williams with Scoop News Group. We're with Al Short, the CIO of the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, or DC Metro. Thanks for watching.